Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? George Osei back at it again with another video. We are going to explore the conclusion of the Amber Rose and Shannon Sharpe interview. In this portion, we're going to discuss parenting and why she stopped being a feminist. This will be very interesting. So, without further ado, we throw this up on the screen. Okay. Hey, here we go. Wait, I got it in chipmunk mode. No, we're good. Okay.
You are definitely a mom. You're a boy mom.
Yes, I am. I'm also militant. I'm militant.
Really?
Yes.
You're a strict parent.
You think Wiz is a strict parent? Please.
So, I don't know if you guys saw this interview or not, but if you didn't, Amber Rose, she grew up in a broken home. Basically broken home. You know, her father, I believe, was a military guy, had her very young. And back then, if you needed to survive, you needed to join the army or win the lottery. So he went into the army. But her mother, that he got pregnant, he didn't know that well. And respectfully, she was a crack fiend or drug addict or something along those lines. And Amber Rose was forced to grow up very quickly because when she was, I believe, a young adult, adolescent, between 14 and 16-ish, I think she mentions, she was taking care of her mother and she was running the household since she was about, let's say, 16 years old. So when she says that she's quite militant, this is where I suspect that mentality has come from.
That he'll be like, okay, Baz, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm like, but yeah, I'm the strict parent for sure.
You feel you have to be that because the dads are not.
Yeah, they're just pushovers. Yeah, both of my kids' dads are pushovers. I'm the disciplinary one for sure. So they have to, well, not so much Slash because he's 5, but Sebastian has to make his bed, wash dishes. We have a housekeeper 5 days a week. But I said, Victoria works for me. She don't work for you. You need to clean this up.
Wow.
She cleans up.
So this here I agree with. As a man, you shouldn't be lazy. You shouldn't be looking for the easy way out. Amber Rose recognizes this, so she puts her boys to work. Ain't nothing gonna be easy for you. You know, you can't sell ass and make money from it. You know, women can do that. Men who attempt to sell ass, you know what you be looking like? After 3 days, the 3 days of selling ass, you know what you're gonna look like? I'm gonna show you what you're gonna look like. Here we go. This is what you're gonna look like after 3 days of selling ass, fellas. You're gonna look just like this right here, washed up and dried out. You ain't built like a woman to be selling ass. So Amber Rose is correct with the mentality that, you know, she don't want no lazy men in the house because you need to produce. All right, here we go.
For me, she don't clean up for you. You don't have a job. Clean all this up. Put the stuff in there. Take the trash out and wash the dishes.
Wow.
You know, so he needs to know that. So when he gets out on his own, he don't have to depend on anyone to take care of him.
What's the key to being a great co-parent? Because, like you said, you have 2 sons, 2 different.
This is a gem right here. You know, this is why I don't agree with 50-50 relationships, because men need to be able to stand on their own too. They need to be able to essentially create a life where a woman is not even necessary to live with. That's the goal right there. That is the goal. And Amber seems to be instilling that mentality into her boys, and I have to give her props for that. That's definitely something you should be doing.
different dads.
Yes.
And so obviously, I like I said, I had Wiz on, and he seems really, really cool. But I'm sure your youngest son's dad, they probably have different personalities.
I don't know if co-parenting works, by the way, but this is the life that we choose.
And the way you interact with one, you don't interact the same way with the other co-parent. So what's the key to co-parenting?
Also, that's a lot of dicks that Amber Rose is managing. Like, Jesus Christ, why would you do this?
Key is to not worry about anything but your child.
Okay.
Once you talk about, you got my son around that bitch.
Yeah, man.
Why he over here doing that? You took a picture over here with... None of that matters.
Okay.
If your baby is safe and fed and happy.
I will say this. Complete speculation. But if Amber Rose goes broke, I don't think she's going to have this tune. I think she'll get very petty. I hope not. I hope that she has income forever for the sake of her children, and her baby daddies.
And healthy.
Right.
Just don't bother nobody with that dumbass shit.
Right.
Just be a parent. That's it.
Should a woman try to live a lifestyle once the guy's gone that she lived with the guy if they were to have a kid together? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, you have...
This is a very interesting question. Because Country Wayne, you've ever seen his interview with Shannon Sharpe? Country Wayne, he has multiple baby mamas. And he has a deal with all of them where he gives them all the same things, right? They have the same type of apartment. They have the same type of cars. They get the same type of income from him. And that seems to work out well for him. But there are other horror stories out there. You know, Young Jeezy comes to mind. You know, Dr. Dre, where the women are like praying mantises, hell-bent on taking everything they possibly can from these men. So let's see what Amber says. I'm very curious here.
The guy was worth $500 million.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not married.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think a respectable amount of monthly child support should be?
It depends on how you want your child to live, right? So it depends on the man. If you're not going to see the child that much, right? If you're like busy and the child is with the mom more often, depends on how you
see. Conventional wisdom say that, yeah, the man's not around, he's going to be with the mother often, but the child don't be with the mother like that either. Child be with the grandmother, child be at baseball practice, child be at Kumon classes, child be everywhere but with the dad. But, you know, our society's backwards.
You want your child to live.
Okay.
You can't spite the mom because, I'm saying spite the child because you hate the mom.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool. So it's like that.
And vice versa. Vice versa.
She not finna live off my money, blah, blah, blah. But now you're spiting the child because now the child don't have a backyard or a swing set or.
I will say this. Parental alienation is something that both men and women should not be doing. The child should not suffer more because you can't put your ego to the side. And one way that men can alienate their children is through child support. I'll explain. Let's say you give X amount of dollars per month to the baby mama through child support. The whole world knows that kid is not going to see a dime of that money. We all know this. Now, where the alienation occurs is when your child is with you and they ask you for some money. You will alienate yourself from your child if you say, well, I gave your mama some money. Try your best not to do this. Give your kid money when they ask for you for it. Please. Especially you have a daughter. You don't want her, slobbing a knob for some McDonald's because you don't want to come to you for some money. Don't do that. You don't want your son missing out on field trips and school projects because they couldn't ask you for money. Come on now.
Amenities that you could bring with your money just because you want to.
I mean, I don't know, Amber. I don't really know a whole lot of kids that need $50,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000.
That's a lot of money. That's very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I never took my baby daddies to court.
They just break you off. They do what dad should do.
Yeah. Well,
just because your eyebrows are painted on, don't mean I can't see that you kind of lying right now. I don't think you can even take any of your baby daddies to court because the court will look into you. And I don't think you want them looking into you. You live a wild life too, Amber. And I think the court recognizes that. So I don't think you'll be favored. I don't think it'll be in your best interest. Plus, I think your baby daddies are not even on W-2. So you'll get more money outside the court than in court. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Do you think sometimes women actually try to get pregnant from men?
Yes. Yes.
That's a real thing?
Yes.
100%. It's called the lottery. That's right. Women, their lotto ticket is getting impregnated by a powerful man. And I think, did I put that video out? Elon Musk and Ashley, what's her face? St. Clair? No. She thought Elon Musk was funny. Yeah, I did put that video out. Can I post? I only heard of the name, but I don't really follow a lot of these conservative women. I got maybe 3 that I actually take seriously. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, billionaire. She want to get knocked out by a billionaire. If you want to get knocked up by anybody as a woman, you want someone with some money. 100%. That's your lottery ticket right there. Look at Shannon's face. What? Women plotting on men? Yes, Shannon. Damn, you a country bumpkin.
You've had girlfriends say, "Oh, I'm trying to."
I've had girlfriends lie about abortions to get money, to act like they're pregnant. Yes, it's disgusting. This is why I stopped my slut walk, by the way.
Yeah.
This is why I'm no longer a feminist. Okay. Because I saw the dark side of what women can do. And I'm.
Yeah. Female manipulation, dog. Men cannot handle the depths of manipulation that a woman can display. Now, I don't say manipulation as a bad thing. It's a survival tactic. It's the equalizer because an adult woman has the strength of a 13-year-old boy. So they need an equalizer there to fill in that gap with adult men. And that's their mind. Excuse me. They are Professor X at this game. You do not want to be on that battlefield with them. But other women, they be on that battlefield and they be seeing it, man. They be seeing it. And it could get pretty disgusting, especially with that power unchecked. It can turn off a lot of women for sure. And Amber, someone who has dealt with trauma sexually, to see a woman sexually violating a man just for selfish gain, that really bothers her a lot.
I'm sitting here feeling slighted by men.
Right.
And then I'm fighting for equality. Right. And I'm like, the only equality is that you ain't either. You bitches are crazy. Y'all are really, you guys are extorting men, lying about pregnancies, saying you're on birth control when you're not, to trap them, and I mean, not to sound vulgar, but if a man comes inside of you and you say that you're on birth control, he trusts you.
Right.
Up that you would trap him like that. Right. You don't do that to people.
And that probably should have been his first mistake, that he trusted someone, huh?
Yeah, I mean, but
Because you teaching me after talking to you, you're like, Shannon, don't trust nobody.
yeah,
Yeah. 100%. What Snoop Dogg say? Can't trust these hoes? Hold up. Let me pull up who really said that. Oh, no. It was Chris Brown. It was Chris Brown. But that's not the red pill. You can't trust these hoes. The real red pill is it be the women that you think you can trust that will pull this stunt on you. That's how cold the game is. And I think that was the most surprising thing that Amber Rose noticed. She like, y'all not even the video vixens that are doing this on rappers. Y'all doing this to regular dudes who get their paper with time, and you are stealing their time by manipulation that they can't get back, putting them in a hole that ends up, altering their life forever. Jail, even. Guys go to jail for getting the wrong woman pregnant. It's gold. It's very gold. But yeah, that's something that she noticed. Do I have any closing thoughts here? The Manipulator Man comes to mind by Esther Vilar. Excellent book. I think it's on YouTube for the free. They banned that book from Amazon. That's how real that book was. But it talked about how women use their full gamut of mental abilities to essentially turn men into voluntary slaves. And one of the ways that can be done is with their body through sex and through children. They're able to conjure up a narrative that society will back because the court of public opinion, men normally lose, even though we're starting to see it buckle a little bit. They're waiting for both sides, which is great. But generally speaking, if she don't got no toy soldiers lined up to defend her, you as a man, you're at the short end of the stick right there. And in that book, they talked about how these tools are used to manipulate men into turning them into slaves that only serve their woman. And it's cold. It's cold. A lot of men fall for it. I don't think so. Hold on. Let me see if she has any more to say, because she's clapping her hands here. Like the Philly girl that she is, she's gonna clap her hands a little bit. Like you forget that she's white.
I don't trust nobody. I really don't trust nobody.
Wiz told me, like, after you guys, the day you got a divorce, you and him went to the strip club.
Yeah.
How the hell that?
Hey man, that's a great way to celebrate. All right. I think that is it though. Yeah, wherever you see this video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you another time.